Good morning. I'm Tammy Childers from Knott County Central High School, and my grant that I'm very thankful for, by the way, is for healthcare careers for my Anatomy 1 and Anatomy 2 students. And we have done a program that I call job shadowing for about 20 years now. And this year I did not have the money to continue it without this grant. So I'm very thankful for that because it affects a lot of students. It gives them the opportunity to see what kind of healthcare careers are out there and actually experience what a day in the life of that professional is like. So, again, my Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2 classes do this program, and we go out different times each year. An overview of everything that we do is the Health Careers Fair that we go to in Paintsville in November, and they see a variety of things that they might be interested in. We go to the U Pike Medical School of Osteopathic Medicine. We job shadow 3 different careers, and we also go to see cadavers and bodies revealed exhibit if we can find one close enough in a museum somewhere. This is a group when we went to the careers fair. This was all my students. I think I had about 47 or 8 that day. And then they got to go through the careers fair and do lots of different things. And this one of their very favorite exhibits was the phlebotomy. They were actually get to take blood from a plastic arm. But this was the one they really enjoyed. They also got to do lots of rehab and strength and flexibility training. Grip strength here and flexibility here. You can see in the background they're standing on a disc and doing things. So they got a good feel for what a lot of rehab activities are. These are others. They're doing things with the ball. They're having to do push-ups, and they're passing a weight back and forth so that they actually got to see what kind of things they use to train for sports medicine, PT, OT, and all the different kinds of rehab. There were lots of different models they got to look at, such as the fetal development. There were things on smoking and dental hygiene and other things. They got nutrition over here. They got a piece of fruit each, and they were excited about that. This is MediMan. He is medical problems, and they get to diagnose what's wrong with him by using different equipment, and there's a computer readout, and it tells things that are going on, and they get to do that. There were lots of different career people there just to talk about schools. In this first one, this was from the medical school, and over here they're looking at a surgical tech program. There were radiology, just numerous things that they got to look at and get some information about those careers. Then we went to the U Pike Medical School. They toured the new Cole building, which was awesome. They got to talk to different doctors and students and see what the classrooms were like. They got to look at the new equipment. And this was just a picture we took outside the building there with the wall. And like I said, they've been doing this for a long time, and so we've kind of gotten a routine down. But this was a couple of students here, but this was the sign in the Cole building where we did our tour. And I couldn't take pictures of people in there, so we just have the information about this. But a lot of my students have gone through this school, and I have 3 sisters enrolled in here right now. So a lot of them have done that. These are the job shadowing choices. Some of them, they have more than this, but these are the most common ones that they choose. They get to choose 3 each year, and they go out and they spend about 3 hours at a time. We go 3 different days, and they get to stay with a pediatrician or a veterinarian or a chiropractor or, any of these careers and see what a day in their life is like. And they get to talk to them and ask questions about education, starting salary, anything that they need to know about that career. And I put Hazard Hospital on here, the ARH, because this is where a large portion of my kids get placed. They get to go into the different departments and do their job shadowing. We go through AHEC that sets all of this up for us and schedules everything, and she takes them around and introduces them to those people. And this is the last group that went there 2 weeks ago. And notice they're dressed nicely. We always ask them to dress as professionals before they go out into this setting. It's very important that they look the part. They have name tags. We go to other area businesses such as pharmacies. This is Complete Care and this is King's Pharmacy. We go to some others as well, depending on how many students request it for that particular day. But we drop them off. They get to spend about 3 hours in whichever field they choose. This is the Medical Mall Physical Therapy facility. And then I go around and check on each of the students during that time. And then at the end of the time, I go back around and pick them up again. So it's a busy day. This is in the new oncology facility, and this is at the animal hospital. They actually get to see surgeries when they go to the animal hospital and work with the animals as well. We go to a lot of nurse practitioners, physician's assistants, and nursing programs in the different clinics in the area. We have optometry and ophthalmology available to us as well. And so they get to see what those careers are like. Orthodontics, we have one of my students working on one of the workers. So she suggested that, and they had a good time with that. But we go to a lot of the area clinics. We have several different fields that they can observe there. This student and that student were my job shadowing students quite some time ago, and now they're teaching today's students. I actually ran into two out here this morning and said, "Oh, we're so happy to see you," and they were my students, 15 years ago. So, and then this is another one. These students also, she's working for the guy that she job shadowed when she's in my class. And this is my son, he's also working there. And so these kids come back, they come back and they're so happy to see my job shadow students come in and see them, and they work really well with them and show them all the ropes because they've been through this before as a student. And so it's been really a good thing that they can do that. But I've had, just like I said, the 2 weeks ago, I ran into 3 in that one day. And my Anatomy 2 class also gets certified in CPR and use of the AED. They do that as a class project through the health department, and we do that each year. So they're certified. They get cards that are good for 2 years. Then we go see cadavers. At the end of the year, we go to the UK Clinic for Physical Therapy, and they actually have 4 dissected cadavers that my students can compare organs between this one and that one and see different ways that they're dissected. And it's an awesome thing because they come out of there super excited or saying, "I can't do this. I know these careers are not for me because I can't do this." And then we go to the Bodies Revealed exhibit if it's anywhere close enough that we can. This year it's in Johnson City, Tennessee, thankfully, because we thought the closest one was going to be Atlanta. So we're really excited when we found one closer. And that's where they do the plasticized bodies. And they have different organs, both regular anatomy and abnormal anatomy. And you actually get to see all of the different systems and organs and fetal development and things that are true to life. So that's my program. Thank you.